Hey you, I'm Mark, husband of one, father of three, maker of puns, climber of trees, grower of businesses, pitcher of tents, occasional cutter of cheese, word nerd, and lover of families. Oh no. Oh no, not yet. No. Oh, here he comes. Where's my oar? Showed that Kraken who's boss. At least until like 2 p.m. this afternoon. I think I'll be due for another attack by then. Let's jump into it. Hey, welcome to all of you bandits and chilies. This episode is called Whack the Kraken. So just to quickly reintroduce the Whack the Kraken concept, basically it's a metaphor for the monster that is your business. So, you're just sitting down for dinner with the family. It's out of hours, like business hours are over, but the Kraken doesn't respect that. And so you're just trying to have dinner, and all of a sudden this tentacle shoots out. There is some problem emanating from somewhere within the business that is demanding your attention right now. And it's latching onto your arm and pulling you away from dinner with your family. And then, you're on a little daddy-daughter date with your 2-year-old and pushing her on the swings. And then, there's this phone call that is a tentacle coming out from your phone screen, grabbing onto your neck, pulling you away, and your attention is divided. It's crucially what the Kraken does when it doesn't respect these boundaries is it is taking you away from the thing that it is supposed to be there in service of. So you have started your business. You are running your business so that you can do this stuff. You in support of your family, your spouse, your kids, the life that you're trying to build, whatever other goals and objective you have. But every now and then, the Kraken is just like, you know what? I think that I actually run the show, and it gets a bit entitled, and you need to, give it a whacking and show it who's boss, right? So there are really 4 main ways in which you could whack the Kraken, and really, you'll need all 4 of them to make a meaningful change. So a good solid slap with an oar will send him back to the depths, but it doesn't solve the problem, and he will return again very soon. You can equip a team of gallant sailors with very sturdy oars so that they can give him a good solid whack when needed on your behalf. You can build bars to confine him to an area and to ultimately prevent his movement altogether. But there is a limit to the strength of the bars that you can build, and the Kraken's strength is really regulated by mood. So far as we know, there's no limit to how strong he can get when he's really mad. You can sap his strength because the Kraken is a strange creature and he actually is fueled by whatever you lack. So if you have small thinking, he will think big. If you are pessimistic, well, then he loves his chances. And if you don't deal with something straight away, he just does chin-ups with one tentacle at a time while he's waiting for you to come to the fight. Any territory which you concede, he occupies. But whatever territory you claim, you'll have to fight for it, but you can claim it, and in claiming it, you'll deprive him of it. All right, what the heck am I talking about? Let's take this from the top and go from metaphors to real life. Use some real-world examples. Let's say that you have an emergency within your business, big or small. That's the Kraken. Big means he's mad. Small, he's just annoyed. And as a result, he's just annoying. So let's just say you've had a piece of equipment break and you need to repair it. Well, that's the Kraken's tentacle because it is beyond your planned scope of work, right? This is not a thing that you were, scheduling within your time to deal with. It's something extra. So it's outside of, you've closed the metaphorical office door and the tentacle is there trying to drag you back in. Now, you having clocked off or being about to clock off, presumably we're trying to do something else and probably in alignment with what the business is supposed to be serving you for, spending time with your spouse, play with your kids, catch some surf or perhaps some fish, right? But no, the Kraken, he had other plans. So now you have this emergency to deal with. So his tentacle latches onto your leg and you're inhibited from doing that thing that you want to be doing. So let's consider 5 options for this situation. Option 1, you can fix the equipment problem. That is you whacking the Kraken with an oar. So, great job, well done. Once you're finished teaching him a lesson, you can go and teach your son to ride a bike. But now there's just 45 minutes left to do so before it's dark. Option 2, you can delegate the fixing of the equipment to someone else. So now you have a gallant sailor with a sturdy oar, you hope. But again, if their oar isn't sturdy enough, they are going to come back to you because they can't defeat the Kraken. So you need to ensure that they are empowered to do the thing that you are asking them to do. Option 3, you can leave the equipment problem for now and come back to it. But in the meantime, the Kraken is gaining strength because every second that passes from that point is 1 second closer to when you need that piece of equipment again. So when you come back to the problem, the stakes are higher and the time left is shorter. If you leave it too long, additional tentacles will emerge, and this one problem compounds into multiple problems, and it will be way more disruptive than if you had dealt with it initially. Option 4, you had better systems in place to maintain and take stock of the equipment in the first place. Perhaps you even had a spare piece of that equipment. Systems are like bars that are used to confine the Kraken. However, your systems are of finite strength, and theoretically, the Kraken can do anything if he gets mad enough. But you can still build very robust bars that will contain him most or possibly even all of the time if you're lucky. Lastly, option 5. You have thought bigger, built better systems, got gallant sailors in place, claimed a ton of the territory that the Kraken once held, and thus deprived him of it. Nothing can fully negate the Kraken, but often the thing that invites him back is actually you. Really, that Kraken will take advantage of opportunities, and if you don't set clear boundaries around the things that you care about, time with your spouse and kids, for example, then since you don't respect those boundaries, neither will the Kraken. Sometimes it seems like the tentacle has you by the ankle, but you might not even need an oar to whack it with. Maybe you can just ignore that tentacle and it will go away. It depends. That may or may not be the right thing to do, but knowing that that's an option empowers you to make that choice. So think about the things that matter most to you. Think about some healthy boundaries that you should set up to protect those things from the predations of the Kraken. When you whack that Kraken, make it hard and work on taming and constraining this beast so that you can actually enjoy the benefits of the reason that you are running your business in the first place. You don't want it to be running you, so find the problem areas and give that Kraken a whacking. Your challenge for today is to think of a time when you have whacked a tentacle which should have been ignored to death, and to think of a time that you should have whacked a tentacle sooner so that it didn't grow stronger or return with friends. Hopefully, this helps you be more conscious of this kind of decision-making the next time that the Kraken pays you a visit. Just a quick side note, if you resonated with this description of the struggle in your business, you're awesome. You are facing challenges that most people don't face and overcoming them. If you have kids and a business, just think about that for a second. You have kids and a business. Think about how hard those things can be individually. Imagine someone who has no kids, no business, just minding their own, well, not business because they don't have one. But I guess just minding their own. And then suddenly they get handed your life, kids and a business. Both of those things have a commonality. They both cause you to grow. So the person that you were before you had kids and before you had a business could not handle the stuff that you routinely do all the time now. So it's good to appreciate the path behind you and not just always look up ahead. You are doing really incredible things. All right, getting a little sappy there. Don't make eye contact with me, all right? It's getting weird. Let's just cloak our feelings in some lame dad humor. This particular lame dad joke actually came from one of our employees. And yeah, it was actually in response to the one in my last episode, and his is much better. So yeah, but it's on a similar theme. We're really hammering the Spanish with this for some reason. So the joke is two Mexicans on the beach, one on a beach chair and one sitting on the sand. What are their names? Sanchez and Santos. And their third friend, who couldn't make it that day, he's no one. Yeah, I know. It's pretty terrible. So that's it. Have an awesome day. Make someone else's day awesome. Hug and kiss the people you should hug and kiss. And call or text someone who randomly popped into your head and check how they're doing. Catch ya. Bye. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Are you sniffing what I'm stepping in? If you're looking for a really valuable community centered around building your business, being really intentional with your spouse and kids, and if you think you can tolerate my terrible dad jokes, then join Family-Oriented Business Growers. It's awesome. There's self-paced challenges designed to help you solve key pain points within your business in short, intentional sprints. There's awesome people in there doing awesome things who have experience with stuff that can help you, having stood where you stand. You'll benefit from what's in there, we'll benefit from having you in there, you legend you, and best of all, it's totally free and also free of toxic shenanigans because we don't tolerate none of that. The mission of the group is to help 250 family-oriented home service business owners reclaim 5 hours per week for what matters most whilst growing their business this year. So jump in there and get amongst it. Join via warplan.au, that's warplan.au. Oh no. He's early. Warplan.au. Catch you in there. Ah!